Hello, Repo disaster signals collapse and death of the dollar. Have you heard that the Federal Reserve is doing the repo? I hear they are buying toxic assets, CDOs, MBOs, CLOs, ICOs, and HBOs. Now, I'm not sure what they're doing, but we know what they're doing is not good because this is going to cause a collapse, and this is worse than 2008. And well, I heard from a subscriber who told me that not only this is a guy sends me stuff from China, he knows a lot about these things, and he says that they are sending, they're also doing reverse repo. Now, I only knew about the repos, and now we're finding out that the Fed has been doing a reverse repo. I don't know what it is, but I'm sure it is bad because reverse means to go backwards, and if the Fed is going backwards, this is not good, and this could cause a collapse. Because we don't know, well, the things that the Fed does, what they do is madness, because this stuff, it cannot be good. The Fed is running a pawn shop. Yes, and when the Fed runs a pawn shop, we know only one thing can happen. There's going to be a collapse, and there's panic right now. Everyone is panicked, and they're desperately trying to save the economy from not just a recession, but all out failure. Yes, and I think there's a date you can put on this, because this is unsustainable and will not last, because this is a repo. This is like QE, but on steroids, and we're going to have bail-ins and a crash, and this is going to be worse than 2008, and we're going to have a recession. And so I'm going to tell you what I don't know about all of this, because it's definitely has something to do with the Federal Reserve, and the Federal Reserve is not federal, and there's numbers involved, and I don't know what they are, but this is a problem. Yes, this is a big problem. There will be panic, there will be collapse, and there will be a disaster, because the Fed is involved, and they are doing this. And I've heard that this reverse repo thing is probably the worst thing you can do. When you go in reverse, there's problems, and it's like a pawn shop, and like when there's a recession, these things happen. There's toxic stuff in the system, especially these HBOs. These HBOs are very, very toxic. And if the Fed does more repo, this will be worse than anything that ever happened before. So what I don't know is what you don't need to know, but what you need to know, that this is very, very bad. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask for some money now, and I want you to send me money, because I think I can explain this to you. I think you really get a lot out of this, and please send money. Thank you.